Hi, it's Ileana. So today I'm going to be discussing visiting the Akashic records and Akashic memory. So I have been working on creating these beautiful healing grids with the Atlantean language, and the symbols of the Atlantean language have very interesting characteristics. It's connected to energy, it's connected to vibration, it's connected to a frequency, and it has a vibration of like a tinkling melody, or when you hear the sound of a beautiful bell, one of the healing bells, when you hear singing bowls, crystal singing bowls, metal singing bowls, when you hear the ring of tuning forks and violins. This is what these healing symbols feel like to me when they're being energetically guided into these grids. So I wanted to know more about my Atlantean heritage, the Atlantean past lives, and what the language is like, because I can write in Atlantean and I've been doing that for these grids, but I wanted to just see if any of my aspects of myself from past lives or my guardians, if they would show me anything from Atlantis. So I decided to go into my Akashic records and see who is there, if there's anything about Atlantis, Atlantean language, about the universe, and it was an interesting experience. So the Akashic memory, it holds information about our experiences and what we have seen from past lives or can experience within the Akashic record. Each person's Akashic record can look different from the other in terms of the environment. Some people might see books or a temple or a hall of records. Some people might see water. It really depends. The environment can change in your Akashic records. Everything is energy and frequency and vibration in the Akashic records. It's a plane of existence on the fifth dimension and higher in density. So again, some people could see a book of life. Some people can just vibrationally and energetically tap into past life experiences while they're in the field of their Akashic records, and they'll just see images of past lives and their current, present, and their future, because time does not exist in the Akashic records. It is a plane of experience. It's not a plane of based on time and space. It's based on energy and vibration. So an example of an Akashic records experience could be looking at, for me, at Atlantean healing grids and what the Atlantean languages looked like with these healing symbols. And I have been hearing the frequencies of the healing symbols, like a symphony of vibrational music, very pure vibrational frequency with light encodements. As well, I saw how the Wingmaker's language is based on a similar dialect to the Atlantean languages. The Wingmakers are an advanced civilization of galactic humanoids who come from the future, and they have left time capsules for humans to find with wisdom-based technology for our soul and physical evolution to be advanced through their higher dimensional teachings. So there's time capsules on Earth with their wisdom teachings, and some of those have been discovered already. The Arrow Project, that's a Wingmakers project. They found beautiful chamber paintings, drawings, discs with information encoded for soul evolution and physical evolution, for what they left for us to explore. Then I was meeting aspects of my own past life selves like the Atlantean dragon protectors that are female, who are named Ileana and Kilala, as well as one of the mermaid aspects named Ileana, who wrote in the Atlantean healing languages. The aspects of the past life selves showed how they had worked with creating healing murals in Atlantean languages, so those murals could be turned into healing grids. Being in the Akashic records had cleared feeling of tiredness, fatigue, and added a boost in rejuvenation of fresh energy to no longer feel sick. There has been a vibration of just tiredness and doing a lot of work, just working a lot on various projects and activities. So going into my own Akashic records really healed me. It rejuvenated me. It gave me a fresh boost of energy. And it totally cleared out feeling tired and fatigued. So that was beautiful to receive healing in the Akashic records, because you can go into your Akashic records to receive healing as well as receiving answers to your questions. When you create questions that have clarity, that have purpose and good intention to learn about yourself, who you are, life purpose, meaning from past lives, present, how things are connected to your present life and your future, you can get profound information and answers in your Akashic records that way. So while visiting the Akashic records, there was a familiar being that I saw. Her name is Marisha. She is a records wisdom keeper and a soul reader who sees the divine balance of soul paths in human lives. She travels among the stars collecting higher knowledge, wisdom, information to help guide living beings in physical bodies on their ascension paths. As well, she is the sage of the wise wisdom in the ages when turning the Akashic records pages. Her vibration was very melodic, very balanced and grounded. She was very gracious and kind to me, and she helped me to see a lot of the Atlantean symbols and healing from Atlantean perspective. She herself is not Atlantean, but she, in her portion of the Akashic records, she was able to show me the importance for Atlantean healing with the Atlantean symbols, because that's what I went into to see the healing aspects of the Atlantean languages in how they worked with healing. And it was through vibration. It was through oscillation frequencies and sounds, very harmonic frequencies and light codes. Marisha is energetically part of the sea in life creation, literally sea energy of beautiful blue life creation energy frequencies, as she creates the living light of the universe to help expand its growth cycles and to oscillate it at higher vibrational frequencies, so it too evolves to resonate at increasing octaves while it upgrades itself. This is what she showed me when she took me into her Akashic record. And she works in the Akashic records. So she is almost seventh dimensional being. Seventh dimensional in frequency, in density, 7D. And the Akashic records have different densities in different planes of existence, if you will, which you will vibrate at your own frequency when you go in. You might be in 5, 6, 7, 8, 9D, 10. Depends on your frequency and what you're oscillating at in your own existence too, in which density you'll go when you're accessing your own Akashic records. And we are all capable of accessing portions of our soul field vibration. So you can access Akashic records on the surface level in your own soul field, or you can go deeper into the Akashic records, like everything that ever was created and is in existence, being backed up in life. Beyond your soul Akashic record, you're going into your whole Akashic record, because you have the surface soul field Akashic record within yourself that you can intuitively tap into. Then you have your overall Akashic records library. We'll use an example of an analogy as a library field where everything that you have ever done, are doing, or will do is being recorded. It's being recorded there. So there's the soul field Akashic record within your own soul in the body, and then out of the body there's the galactic universal Akashic record. And each person has a portion of their Akashic record in that galactic Akashic record of planetary systems, universes, multiverse, and they have levels, various levels that go up, up, and up. So there's infinite possibility of what you can be tapping into in your Akashic records. And it's all organized by events, memories, experiences, situations, what's been created, what's being experienced. It's all organized. So when you come into your Akashic records, you would be asking to see specific things. If you remember something from a year, from a date, maybe a little bit about a past lifetime, ask your guides, ask your higher self, your guides, your protector teams, angels, archangels, whoever is with you, or just ask your intuitive self to help you access the records in the Akasha itself. The Akasha is a frequency of creation. You're in the Akasha planes when you're accessing the Akashic records. You yourself might be able to wander around and access energetically points of entry of what you would like to explore in your Akashic records. But also, if you're just beginning to come into the records, your guides, your teams, your spiritual advisors, they can help to guide you on what to look for within the records, because there's a lot of information. So Marisha showed me this beautiful purple blue golden symbol, golden spiral, golden symbol. This was the entry point into her own Akashic records. And she said to me, because Akashic records are such a personal experience, you always need to ask permission when you're visiting somebody else's Akashic records. So she gave me permission to go with her into her Akashic records. She guided me to see her Akashic records and what's there. And I was able to go on my own into my own Akashic records, the portions of the Atlantean stuff, to see the dragons, Ileana and Kilala, and to see the mermaid Ileana. And then I met up with Marisha, and I know Marisha on a very deep level. I know her pretty well. This is not the first time I've seen Marisha, but it's the first time I've seen her in the Akashic records. But I've met her somewhere else several times. So I know her on several levels of her existence and who she is. So these are the dragons. Ileana is the kind of white blue dragon, and Kilala is the totally blue-green dragon. And I'm kind of in the middle, I guess. And I had greenish blue hair in my Atlantean past lifetime as the geneticist and the healer. And you can see a lot of symbols around the female presence. That's me. And those are the symbols that I would usually write in Atlantean. And I've been working with these symbols now to create the healing grids. And this is me as Ileana, the mermaid, and she is literally creating energetic frequency and working with these healing symbols. And she had this beautiful purple skin, this beautiful bluish purple hair, skin tones. She was a mermaid in Atlantis, in the underwater portions of Atlantis. So she could work with energy and frequency and create healing murals with Atlantean languages. So I got to see what she looks like, what the dragon aspects look like of me. Apparently there was several aspects of me as well as dragons, and even the fish in Atlantis were telepathic. They could telepathically communicate with each other through sound frequency waves. So it was interesting to see what happens in Atlantis underwater, because Atlantis was made up of many, many colonies and outposts on Earth in the Atlantic Ocean and the Pacific Ocean, just like Lemuria was in Hawaii and other islands. So was Atlantis. It wasn't just one island, one big island, and that's it. Atlantis was many, many different colonies on the planet, on Earth. And Atlantis is made up of galactic beings that came to Earth and created a beautiful, harmonious experiment to live in harmony with each other. Lyrans, Arcturians, Andromedans, Pleiadians, Sirians, Maldakians, Mintakans, and others, they all came and participated in being in Atlantis 2 million years ago. And Atlantis had 8 epochs of its existence on Earth, spanning 2 million years ago. Atlantis wasn't just 26,000 years ago, it's much older. And this is one of the entry points into Marisha's Akashic record. She seems to work with blue and purple frequencies quite a bit, and green and golden spiral frequencies. So she is very familiar with the Atlantean languages of healing, communication, and connection. So she showed me this symbol. And this is like the big entrance into her Akashic record. The other purple symbol and kind of golden triangle, that was just the beginning entry point. This is a deeper entrance into her Akashic record. And she was showing things to me very, very visually through a visual field of experience and guidance. And she told me how important it is to discuss the Akashic records and how you can work with the Akashic records, connect vibrationally, energetically. You can be in deep meditation and connect that way to your Akashic record. Ask to go into the Akashic records, to go into your Akashic record and vibrate at that frequency. You can ask through your spirit guides, your higher self, your intuitive self. Go in yourself when you're grounded and balanced in a quiet space where you're safe, meditating, or just listening to beautiful metaphysical music, or a guided meditation for accessing the Akashic records that you vibrate with, to go in and ask questions or just explore. Just walk around, see what resonates and vibrates for you, to see what's in your records as a starting point. So I was seeing a lot of golden frequency in Marisha's Akashic records, and a lot of things written in beautiful spiral golden energy and frequency. She has had many lifetimes on Earth in the past, and she's a very powerful being, a very strong being who's helped to guide people on their ascension paths. And she has a very galactic frequency, very strong galactic frequency, because she's a very beautiful, strong being, and a records keeper and an ascension guide to many beautiful soul beings that she guides, and universe creator of universes. So this is what Marisha looks like. She also has a golden vibration around her, very blue energy. So this is what Marisha looks like. Golden spiral energy, blue energy. And she taught me that when you're in the Akashic Records, it's a very special place, and you feel and sense everything vibrationally. And even looks can change. She showed me two versions of herself with the golden blue spiral frequency and also with a deep blue green frequency and very, very golden spiral energy around her. So she showed me two versions of how she looks like. Looks like when frequency is rising. And she wanted to be represented in two frequencies. The lighter blue and the deeper blue with the green frequency and the very bright golden spiral that's around her. So she showed me what she looks like and how to depict her so others can see what everything looks like in these Akashic Records. And she showed me how she creates universes, the frequencies of the golden spiral, the blue energy, the blue crystalline energy frequencies she works with on a deeper scale when she creates life force energies and frequencies to create within the universe. She's a strong creator being. So, and she wanted these in examples of blue and green to represent the vibration of her creations. So this is why we're looking what looks like the same thing, but it's in different frequencies of vibration. She wanted specific examples of what universe creation looks like from the work that she does with the crystalline energies. So this is what I'm showing because this was requested by her to be done this way. So I'm honoring her request to show how she creates things in the universe. And again, she works with golden spiral energy, blue crystalline fields, blue crystalline energy, and green crystalline field energy to be able to create things vibrationally from energy to physicality in universal creation and manifestation, going from energetics into physicality. So this is what it looks like when she does this work. It is very high vibrational energy fields that she works with, crystalline. She works with fractal energies, fractal quantum creation, energetic creation on the quantum scale. When you go into your Akashic Records, you're also working on a high vibrational quantum field of energy and existence. Think of quantum holographic universe, expansion and expression. You're working on those fields. You're working in your highest creative ability as creator beings in your Akashic Records and beyond that. Because there's other planes of existence beyond the Akashic Records. So these are the planes of existence expanding out to other universes, other worlds, the multiverse, going to different planes of existence. She works with a lot of purple energy, blue and green energies, and the golden spiral. So very powerful frequencies. And that's why she wanted these creations, her creation fields depicted in different vibrations, different frequencies and colors, what she works with. Because she could show me exactly how she does this and how to best represent it into a visual field of what this looks like approximately in her Akashic Records, because this is what she was showing to me. And this is her life creation path, a frequency of life creation that she is connected to. Very beautiful frequencies. And this is a variation of that creation field expanding and going inward and continuing to expand and create and connect life force energies with light codes and adapting and growing the cycles of the universe. This is universe expansion and growth. And this is sort of that blue field and that golden spiral energy, the blue field, the golden frequencies of what her Akashic record looked like inside. When we were going into her Akashic record, it looked like a golden spiral temple of some sort. I was seeing something like painted glass, those glass, kind of blown glass painting, like, you know, those beautiful windows in churches and cathedrals made out of painted glass and glass blown murals. That's what it looked like inside her Akashic record. This is what the top of her Akashic record looked like the domed ceiling of a healing temple or something like that. That's the best way I can describe it when I was in her Akashic record. And this is sort of another perspective of the scene. This is actually the floor of her Akashic record, and the previous one was the ceiling of that domed healing temple. And so it was beautiful to see that, what her Akashic record looks like when you step inside it, because it has its own vibrational field and how it could look and express itself. And it looked totally different than mine. Mine was all blue and purple and green, very interesting colors. Hers was gold, a lot of gold spiral, a lot of blue and white. And she showed me these light code activation sequences. This one is for liberating the Atlantean soul, for healing from past life trauma and anything that was unresolved in Atlantis. This is the healing symbols for healing Atlantean things from past life or present connections, anything that needs to be healed from the Atlantean times. And it has this beautiful golden spiral crystal in the middle. So that's, and other crystals around it, that's for healing Atlantean stuff. This one is light code activation to connect with your guides, higher self, creative expression of your soul divine self, divine will of creation. That is the light code activations for that. Again, golden spiral energies, white light, blue healing light, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful codes of healing and activation, light code activation, to connect with your higher guides, your intuitive self, higher self, to connect with spirit guides as well, spirit animals, protector teams. Very good frequency for that. And this is for healing. This is for healing the mind, the body, and the soul. The golden spiral vibration with the blue, the purple, the pinks, the white, the yellow is for overall soul healing, body healing, physical healing, past life healing, trauma healing. Also for if you have soul fragmentation, fragments of the soul having left the body somewhere, this is good for healing that by just connecting to the energy of this grid for healing. It's such a beautiful frequency that Marisha had shown me. So that's for overall healing. And this is for activating your spiritual talents and gifts. Again, the golden spiral frequency, the white silver spiral, the blue ray mixed in with some purple. It's the spiral of life creation, and it's like language activation, accessing, developing your spiritual talents and gifts. This is what this grid is for. And I've created, I believe, close to 100 different grids working with the sun portal and the light portal grids, and also working with the fleur-de-lis protection grids and healing grids, activating those grids so that they're encoded with light frequency for healing, protection, and the highest positive manifestation of life creation, and helping to remove blockages, helping to remove anything not of the highest good, to create positive change in life, to create expansion, soul growth, and new opportunities for manifestation, for meditation. So I'm finishing working on that, and there'll be a beautiful book with instructions and all the grids. So that's coming, and that will also include information on how to work with your Akashic records and Akashic records experiences. It will be in this wonderful book that's coming out soon. So I just wanted to share the beautiful experiences and the healing experiences I've had recently in the Akashic records, meeting Ileana, Kilala, Jelena, and Marisha. It was just such a beautiful experience, and it was also a lot of profound healing that was done in my own Akashic record, and learning more about universe creation, creator beings, because Marisha is a creator being, and Jelena, Ileana, and Kilala, they're creator beings that do healing through light codes, light frequency, sound acoustics, sound harmonics, and the Atlantean light languages, I would say. I think of them as light languages. They're very ancient, very protective and healing, and just connecting to a lot of healing. So thank you so much, and namaste.